Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about content. No, not about content creation because उसके लिए ढेर सारे creators हैं जो आपको सिखाते रहते हैं कि 2 दिन में 1000 views कैसे पाए, 2 दिन में 2 million likes कैसे पाए. Forget about all that crap. Focus here. We are going to talk about smart content consumption. Let's face it, internet has a plethora of information. It is a gold mine of information and facts. But do you know what? We get drowned in that sea of information very easily. We do not know that whether we are going towards the right direction or the wrong direction. And my dear friend, if you do not have proper proven strategies of smart content creation, you can very easily get sucked inside or trapped inside this black hole of chaotic internet content consumption. So let's face it, let's accept that this is a problem, this is a challenge which needs to be addressed and dive deeper and solve it like always. Let's address the elephant in the room. पता नहीं मैं ऐसे क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, but yeah, this is a reality that internet is a never-ending sea of information. It's endless and we mindlessly keep scrolling. We are living in the age of information overload. We do not know what we are watching, why we are watching, and how we are watching at times also. We do not have any sense, any clue. We simply scroll mindlessly. We watch things passively, and that's the major issue. We simply scroll, we pause, we click, and we watch. We don't know that, hey, why am I watching it? If you ask somebody that, hey, why were you watching this video, dude? So the person might not be able to tell you that, why was he watching cat videos? I mean, out of nowhere, he doesn't even like cats. So let's address these problems. So now when we are clear about the problem, what the problem is, let's address and try to break that shackle one by one. Before going into the solutioning mode, let's understand what are the 3 major broad problems this has. First thing is, it is sheer wastage of time. Ton of time is wasted, right? You do not know that what you are watching, and in that chase, you are wasting a few hours of your life without any productive work, without anything mindful what you are doing, which could have been used. Those hours could have been used into doing something really fruitful, really critical, which would have added so much of value to your life. Second, our focus and attention span is completely shaken. You are not able to focus for longer duration of time. And we have scientific evidence, research-backed data that if you are not able to concentrate and focus on something for longer duration of time, forget about learning that particular thing. You might not be able to understand even the preliminary basics related to that particular thing. How sensible is this? It's absolutely dumb, right? If we are doing that. And that's why it is a problem. Third problem is, because of constant scroll, constant desire to watch something, constant engagement of the mind passively, you are stressed, you are overwhelmed, you get tired very easily, you don't have any idea why is this happening. So these are some of the problems under a broader blanket or under a broader basket. So now when we are completely clear about the problems, let's dive deeper and solve them. So how do we break this problem? The first step is to be mindful. Whenever you are going online or anywhere to watch something, please ask yourself, what's my purpose? Why do I want to watch something? Or even more basic, like why do I want to go there to watch something? Why is this desire coming? What is this desire? Ask yourself these questions and try to note them down. So if you see your desires fluctuating every time, then it's a clear sign that you are distracted. If you see that your desire is the same every time, it can be a good desire, a bad desire, that's a different debate. Then you would realize that, hey, something is attracting you more than something else, which can be good, which can be bad, right? But you'll have a clear-cut idea that what exactly are you craving for? What is the purpose? The key here is to be mindful. The key here is to be purpose driven and intentional. Most of the times when we go to the internet to watch something or consume content, in that case, we are not mindful. We do not know why we went there. We simply go, we start scrolling, we watch something that leads to something else, that leads to something else, and this goes on and on. A lot of time gets wasted. So that's the first thing. So building on that particular layer, whenever you are trying to watch something, ask yourself, do you want to learn a particular skill? Or maybe you just want to get entertained. Or maybe, let's say, you just want to watch a video. That can also be the reason. But you have to be mindful. You should know, you should have that awareness that, hey, exactly what am I going to do there? That would bring clarity. The key here is to set your goals. So you have to define your goals that, hey, I am going on YouTube. I am going to watch Choco Chips videos because they are really helpful. They teach me a lot of different good skills. That kind of goals you should define. If you want to watch a news channel, let's say, so you would go on the internet, decide your goal that, hey, I want to consume news. I want to be informed. And then you start watching news channels. That way, this is the first layer where you can break that cycle of delusion. You can break that cycle of getting addicted into mindless doom scrolling. Once you are clear about what is your purpose on the internet, you are absolutely clear about your goals. Now is the time when you get actively involved with the content. Most of the times we do passive content consumption. Imagine you are reading a book and you are simply reading it. You are not thinking over it. You are not taking notes. You are not asking questions. You are not doing anything other than just simply superficially reading the book. In that case, my dear friend, you will not understand a single thing written in that book. So you need to understand that you have to get actively involved. To give you a better example, let's say you are watching a lecture on YouTube or any other platform on the internet. In that case, try to watch the lecture in a mixed way. For example, sometimes you watch it at 2x, where the facts and other things are not important because you already know about them. Maybe you can forward that part also. At times you should slow the speed. That doesn't overload your mind with random information. While watching the lecture, try to take notes. Summarize the lecture once the lecture ends. In that way, you are actively involving with the lecture. Maybe you can go and search on the internet about a particular term or a fact while watching the lecture. It is not a distraction, it is actually actively getting involved in that lecture. Another example can be you are reading a blog or let's say an article. There also, if you find the perspective of the author or the authoress very interesting, very intriguing, in that case, go on their Twitter handle, talk about it, share your opinion. If you disagree with them, then also express your views. Actively search about the topic they are talking about. In that way, you are actively involving with the content which you are consuming, right? Otherwise, it's just superficial and passive. Now comes the most tricky part. How would you get actively involved in social media platforms? For example, let's say Facebook or Instagram. For these platforms, it's a little bit tricky. What you can do is, let's say you came across a post. You're simply scrolling. See, these strategies are proven and tried and tested. So whenever you are trying to look at a post, go into the comment section, see what people are talking about this. If people are getting into random banters or useless, nonsensical things, then come out of it, obviously. But if you see difference of opinion, really people are interested, trying to talk about it, put your opinion, put your vantage point about that post. Maybe you can try to look at a post and see that, hey, this person doesn't seem to align with my vision. Maybe you can unfollow that person. Maybe you can block that person. So the key here is active involvement. The key here is to give rest to your thumbs. You know, the funniest part, if I ask anyone that, hey, have you run a marathon? Most of the people would say that, hey, never, never. But I can guarantee that most of us have run full-on marathon almost every alternate day with our fingers. So Those who understood the joke, write in the comment section. Those who didn't understand, I'm not going to explain the joke. Sorry. So understand this. Active involvement is very, very essential. Otherwise, it's just doom scroll. In this era of endless content, in this era of the sea of information which you have, what you watch versus what you do not watch, both are equally important. See, you need to plan your content diet. You need to curate it. Otherwise, just like food which you consume, you would start consuming junk on the internet and you won't even realize it. By the time you realize it, it would be too late. So what you can do is, for example, I'll give you my example. Okay. So what I do is, for different purposes, I have different YouTube accounts. This account where you are watching Choco Chips. So with this account, I watch only the videos of those people who create videos like me, to get inspired, to make my videos better, to learn from them and to grow, right? With another account, what I do is, I am from physics, so I watch all the physics videos in that particular account. With another account, I only watch entertainment videos. That entertainment can be anything, a song maybe, or a stand-up comedy, or any kind of thing. Maybe a Slay Point video, things like that. So, do you notice what I'm trying to say? I am trying to say that always filter your content. Do not just watch randomly anything. So imagine you want to watch a physics lecture. If you type motion on YouTube, there will be a lot of lectures coming or popping up, right? Take some time and try to curate that content. Try to decide that what I would watch, why I would watch, because otherwise on motion you can watch hundreds of videos and maybe one or two of them are only useful. So it's very important you decide consciously, and maybe something in your feed, if that is popping up, you can always select not interested. Or maybe on some other platform, if something is popping up, you can block that. You can trigger the algorithm in a way that, hey, don't show me this. Those options are always there. We just don't use them. So it's very important to plan your content diet in order to do smart consumption. That is the essence of this particular point. You know, the most difficult part, even after doing so much of effort, is that you might still get stuck in that vortex of content consumption. Even after mindful watching of content, even after planning it, even after deciding what you want to watch, even after filtering and curating a content diet, you might feel that, hey, you are wasting a lot of time. And at times, you might actually end up wasting a lot of time. So how to overcome that? See, a very powerful technique is time batching or time blocking. You need to take a conscious decision and you need to allocate time for a particular content consumption. Again, coming back to the motion example, you can decide to watch motion related videos in physics. You can choose to watch a particular content creator or a few particular content creators. But if you don't decide the time, then again you will be watching motion related videos for 3-4 hours straight. And you might feel that you are learning a lot, but after a point of time, it will be again passive. So one of the techniques to block time is to use Pomodoro technique. I have talked about Pomodoro in a lot of my previous videos. अगर तुम्हें जानना है what Pomodoro is, please go ahead and watch those videos. I cannot put more emphasis on this. Pomodoro technique is a very powerful technique. You watch something, you do something for 20-25 minutes, take a break of 5 minutes, then again resume it. That way your brain is more focused, more attention driven, and you feel less stressed. देखो, तुम्हें अपने साथ strict होना पड़ेगा. You have to be disciplined. You have to set limits. Even after doing these many steps, if you do not block your time, it's again a wastage. You will get into that loop. So you have to make conscious choices and conscious decisions in order to avoid these kind of traps. Alright, before wrapping up, I would like to say internet is a great place. I have learned a lot from different things on the internet. In fact, to be honest with all of you, I have learned most of my skills from the internet itself. And I remember I used to spend whole nights learning different things, whether it be playing an instrument or let's say learning how to code. Those things I have completely learned from the internet. So what I want to tell you is, if you do not use internet's power wisely, it will enslave you, it will make you addicted, and you won't realize it. It's very important to apply these steps and be a smart content consumer before it is too late. Share this video with your colleagues, your friends, your family, your loved ones, because all of them need this video, I'm pretty sure. If you loved this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Choco Chips, because we are on a mission. We are not just a YouTube channel, we are on a mission of creating a community of wonderful people like you and a community of mission-driven people like you, because we ourselves are quite mission-driven. So on that high note, till the time we meet on the other side of the screen, stay thirsty, be great, signing off.